We're in the upstairs of this house on the second floor. This is an attic with a vaulted ceiling, and this is a side attic that's uninsulated. They've weather stripped the access door to prevent air leakage. And inside we can see between the wall stud bays, these studs go all the way down to the foundation. In these older homes we call that balloon framing. So the top of that cavity would need to be sealed airtight before they insulate that wall so we don't have air leakage coming up. Yeah, so Gary, we're in this side attic. We've got the attic living space here. This is the roof coming down, uninsulated portion of the building.
Yep.
And of course the floor above the downstairs, that's a heated space. The heat can come out from underneath that floor into this zone unless we seal it off with some solid material. What do we put in here?
They've cut pieces of drywall here to fit the space, and after they fit them in there, they've gone all the way around the perimeter with the one-part foam in every bay to stop air leakage moving into or out of this space into the living space.
And we've stopped the airflow, and we've stopped the conduction with the insulation.
Right. It's important to insulate, but it's also just as important to air seal, otherwise you won't get the benefit of your insulation. And then now they're going to come back and blow even more insulation over the top of this since they've got it air sealed now.
So Gary, we've talked about sealing the big leaks that are probably the most important to start with, and then we want to work our way down to the smaller leaks.
Older homes, windows are usually a problem. Around the edges of them will leak a lot. You can buy brand new windows. If you don't stop the air leakage around the frame, you're not solving the problem. If you take the perimeter of all the windows in the house with a very small leak and add them all up together, you're going to end up with a very large leak, a big hole in the wall. So they've taken some time to use some foam up here. Homeowner's been in the past done his own caulking job. This is anything a homeowner can do.
So Gary, we're in a laundry room here with looks like some ongoing construction. They're working on something here. What do you think's going on here?
Well, it looks to me like they've taken an old water heater out, like an old 40-gallon water heater out. You sit in the corner, they have a cabinet over it.
Oh yeah, okay.
It looks like they had water lines going through the walls here. These are penetrations in the envelope, so good time to seal them up, and they've used the foam here. Also, while they're back here, we've got a drain line for this washing machine, seal it up, no air leakage into this exterior wall.
Does it look like they're done, or is there something else they can do?
Well, I could probably address this box right here with big gaps around it. You might want to seal that up or use a plate gasket on it or abandon it.
So Gary, we've got a range hood to take the moisture and the odors out of the house through this vent through the roof. Looks like they've sealed that off. I can see some of that one-part foam, so that's a good air seal between here and the exterior of the building. Yeah,
they probably did that from up above. This is goes to the exterior. There's no floor, no heated floor above us here. So anything in the ceiling here is a penetration in the envelope. I'm looking at a number of recessed lights here. I'm not sure if they seal them from up above, but what you want to do is pull that trim ring down and possibly seal around the perimeter of them so they don't leak so bad, or replace them with an airtight version. These actually work like little chimneys that will exhaust air out through them once they warm up and start depositing your heat and moisture up into that attic space.
And of course, all the air that leaks out has to come in from somewhere else. So
bringing hot air through the top, cold air coming around the bottom.
And potentially bringing in crawl space or other air contaminants.
That's true.
Because what goes out has to come in.
About 40% of the air you breathe comes from your crawl space.
Wow, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, it is.
When it comes to air sealing recessed ceiling lights, one of the more important safety issues is to make sure the fixture is IC rated for contact or coverage with insulation. If not IC rated, a dam or fireproof cover must be provided to prevent overheating. Metal or sheetrock is often used. A variety of low-cost materials can be used to easily and permanently stop unwanted air leaks. For large openings, we use rigid foam board, drywall, plywood, or sheet metal. Wide gaps can easily be filled with 1- and 2-part foams. We use caulking for those smaller cracks. Air sealing methods must be effective and durable. Insulation is not an air seal. It may reduce airflow, but it is more of a filter than a seal. Solid, durable materials must be used. Durability is an issue when choosing and installing weather stripping for movable joints, such as windows, doors, attic hatches, and other openings. Again, we start with the biggest leaks and work our way down. Fixing the big holes up high and down low are usually the first and best places to seal.